Blackburn
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new movie review. Today we're going to be reviewing
Morbius.
This is what I have to do. Morbius. All right. This movie is directed by Daniel Espinosa.
Yes. No.
Okay. We don't know any previous movies that he's directed, so let's go ahead and get into these actors and actresses.
Yes.
Starring in this movie, we have Jared Leto.
Yes.
You might know him from previous movies such as
Joker. Right?
He's been in a movie called The Joker. Because no, he hasn't.
No, he has
now,
not.
he did play the Joker in Suicide Squad.
He did play the Joker in the Suicide Squad. That's right. I knew he was a Joker, but I couldn't remember which Joker. There's so many Jokers.
In your defense, it has been a lot of Jokers.
It has been a lot of Jokers, but I remember that name.
He also has been in something that we don't talk about. It's called Fight Club. It's the first rule of Fight Club.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
No.
All right. Also starring in this movie, we have Matt Smith.
Yes.
I know him in previous movies such as.
I don't know Matt Smith either. I think he was in Spider-Man, supposedly.
Yeah, I think he was in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. So we'll just go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right. Also starring in this movie, we have Adria Arjona.
Arjona.
I'm sorry if I murdered your name.
Sorry.
All right. You might know her from previous movies such as.
I don't know her movies. I'm not familiar with those.
Not familiar either. Batting at 1,000 here.
Right.
Okay.
We don't know these people.
Also starring in this movie, we have Jared Harris.
Yes.
You might know him from previous movies such as.
Who was he in?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's not.
I have no idea.
These people are kind of different people. We don't
Different
watch
people.
their movies.
Yeah, I guess we suck.
Yeah.
And last but not least,
I know him.
we have Mr. Tyrese Gibson.
Yes, he was in Fast and the Furious.
Yes, the homie. Fast and the Furious.
Yep, and Baby Boy and all the movies.
Baby Boys. Yeah. And a couple other movies.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the plot.
Okay, so a disabled doctor is trying to find a cure for his disability, and he might take it too far.
All right, yes. So we have a doctor that's been struggling with this disease for his entire life since he's been a young lad, and he's dealing with that, and his goal in life is pretty much just to find a cure for this disease, and he's trying to do whatever he can. He goes to great lengths to try to do this, and he might have gone too far.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into our likes and dislikes.
So I like the action, surprisingly. I like the action. It was cool.
Yeah, pretty good action. This is a comic book movie, so I guess with comic book movies, you generally expect great action, and so there is some great action scenes. People fighting, people getting thrown all over the place, people getting kicked. So and I guess it was somewhat different in how they showed the superheroes, I guess, using their superhero powers, so to speak. So I kind of liked how they did that as well. So yeah, good action.
I also like how they broke down certain things. Like they told a story, they stuck to the story, and they kind of like let you know the why behind certain things that took place in the movie, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like when they explain stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely agree with you there. That's one of my sticklers, so to speak. And so I think what this movie actually did, it explained the motivations for a lot of people when people decided to make the decisions that they decided to make. So when characters did things later on, you was like, oh,
okay,
yeah, I see why they did that, as opposed to being like,
what in the world? Where'd that come from?
Why would they do that?
Right.
So yeah, so they did, and they did, they set it up, in the very beginning, even like with the first act, they did a real good job of setting it up. So yeah, I agree with that. Any other likes? Oh, I'm gonna jump in since you don't know.
Yeah.
I like how this bordered line on another genre, which was horror. to me.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it did.
And it's not really like like for real horror movie, but it just
But
like
it did
really
jump.
really small horror elements. And
Jump scares.
but I liked how they did it, how they showed it or whatever, and they didn't go overboard with it or whatever. Just little parts here and there that they showed, and it was like, oh, okay, okay, this is nice. So if you had a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, no,
Right.
might want to leave little Timmy at home.
They might like have a bad dream or something.
Right. Any other likes or dislikes?
I like the way the story, I like the story. I like the storyline. The storyline was really good. It made sense. It wasn't like all over the place.
It was not. Yeah. Yep. And the acting was pretty good too.
Yeah, the acting was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Jared Leto did way better than he did in Suicide Squad. So I didn't know that was that Joker.
Yes. The thing they say about Jared Leto is that he's a method actor or whatever.
Yeah.
So he really gets in the character.
He was really good.
And so, I know it's totally a different subject, but I don't know if his portrayal in Suicide Squad was necessarily his fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I do think between Jared Leto and the Tyrese, and all the other actors and actresses, they did a good job.
Yeah, and Adria, she did good. Yeah. That's it. I think that's all I'm my likes.
Okay, so dislikes.
Oh, I did not like. I can't even remember now, but I was gonna say it before we was talking about that.
You should have went on and said it.
I should have said it. I did not like how they showed they didn't follow the method of what a vampire is. Some stuff we know that from the preview.
Everybody ain't seen the previews, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's some things that didn't make sense, like you get bit, do you turn, or the person turn, or they just dead, or
well, you can't. I can't even agree. I don't know if I can agree with you there because nowadays
no rules.
You don't. I didn't say there is no. There are no rules, but you never know what vampire rules people are gonna follow and not follow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you can get burned by sunlight. Oh yeah. Oh, you can be seen in sunlight.
Yeah.
Did I just say it twice?
Yeah, you did.
Like I did.
You
What's
did.
wrong with me? What I was gonna say is you can't be seen.
Up.
You can't be seen in the mirror. Is what I was gonna say. Or you got to be invited in, or that doesn't apply, or just so you just never know in today's time. I think I think people when they decide to do vampire movies nowadays, or it has a vampire background, they pick and choose what's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there was another one of my likes too. Like Batman has bats, and this movie had bats. But I think he was more one with his bats. I think it's the oneness with the bats.
You like the oneness with the bats?
I like the oneness with the bats, yeah.
You like the oneness with the bats? Go ahead. I don't know.
What kind of dislikes did you have?
I guess, even though I did like the action scenes, because they kind of went fast, so to speak. I might be doing a bad of describing that, but sometimes it wasn't as clear. So you just seem like a bunch of gobbledygook on the screen.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, what's I don't know what's who's what.
Where's who where?
Yeah,
right.
So that might have been a little bit of a dislike, but yeah, I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and get into the rating.
I think I'm gonna give it a solid B. It was very entertaining. Very good movie. I don't know what the critics are talking about because it was very good. It was entertaining. It wasn't like some of the movies I've seen recently that were not good. So.
Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and agree and give it a solid B as well. As you say, the acting is good. Action is really good. It is a superhero movie, so you do see that action. I'm not necessarily a dislike.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but you also see the struggle with good and evil too. Like I want to be good, do I want to be bad? You see that struggle too, and I like that because superheroes do have that all the time. So.
Yeah, so it gives it a little bit of levity. So yeah, I agree with that. Another thing I was gonna say is, it can be maybe a little predictable, especially if you've seen a lot of comic book movies or whatever, and so it could be a little formulaic. But nevertheless, it was enjoyable. It was entertaining. Great action, good acting, storyline made sense, overall pretty good movie. Enjoyable time.
Another reason why I gave it a B too is because I didn't say this in my dislikes, but I think it should have been rated R because of what was going on. Like I would like to see more gore and blood in that type of movie, but because it was kind of scary and they could have made it, they could have really ran with that.
I'm not mad that it's PG-13.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's more audience. So.
This is true. All right, if you want to go ahead and do us a favor, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Definitely gives more people the opportunity to see our channel, and it will help us out. And if you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so, go ahead and do that. We definitely would appreciate that, and it gives you the opportunity to see videos like this one. And if you want to go ahead and also hit another button, it's shaped like a bell. If you go ahead and hit that button, you get a notification every time we drop a new video. And if you want to go ahead and comment down below, and what should they comment? What's your favorite vampire movie?
Oh, okay, that's easy. See, you already had that in your head.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. All right.
Pulled it out.
Maybe a little bit. Pause.
Oh,
all right.
no.
We appreciate every single one of you. And I guess we'll holler at you.
Peace.